Hey everybody, welcome to today's show. Welcome to Disabled Reality. I am your host, Anthony Lorito-Duke, and we have two topics for today's show. The first one is people who refuse to believe the facts and refuse to listen and refuse to fix their screw-ups until they get in trouble. And the second topic is being neat, clean, and organized, which includes putting things back where and how you found them at all times helps personally as well as professionally. Now let's get right into the first one. People who refuse to listen and believe the facts and refuse to fix their screw ups until they get in trouble. I'll give you a perfect example. Um, I have been fighting with this city agency who screwed up big time, and I have the paperwork to prove that. And when I went when I contacted them to try and resolve this issue um, maturely and professionally, the the representatives of the agency um, replied back to me stating what the issue is and how I have to fix the issue. Now, here's what, let me explain this. They screwed up big time because um, a year or so ago, whatever, they never informed me of the date to when um, the prior paperwork expire. They never sent me any notice. I didn't know that I would have to contact them to find it out because they never said anything to me. They never put anything on my account. It's on the website and whatever. So I informed them about that. And at the same time, I did have um, my providers fill out the paperwork and send it back to them and stuff like that, like they requested, like the agency requested. I do so. And then all of a sudden, because when I read the form first, before I handed it over to my providers, I read the forms and I found many discrepancies in their forms, and I explained that to them, but they didn't want to hear it. They didn't want to hear it, ladies and gentlemen. They didn't want to listen to me. They didn't want to believe the facts. And I showed them the facts because even after my providers sent them back the paperwork via fax, they gave me a copy of everything. So I showed it to the representatives of the agency, and these representatives didn't want to hear anything. They didn't want to hear it. And so I said, you know what? You want to be a bunch of morons? I'm going to treat you like you're a moron. So then I got that agency in government trouble with a government agency uh, that's more on a state level. And the state representative found out that I was right in everything that I said. So they got on this agency and stuff like that. And needless to say, I won the case and so on and so forth, and it got resolved. But look what they do to the consumers in between, and it's not right. It isn't right. And I'll give you another example. My local postman who thinks his stuff don't stink and gives a problem to everybody in this neighborhood, really. And I mean big problems. And there's been complaints against the mailman by not just by myself, but other people in the neighborhood as well. And so now that the complaints were filed against him, he has a pissy attitude because he thinks he's untouchable because he has a federal government job and so on and so forth. Listen, you have a great government job with benefits and so on and everything else. Why are you going to screw it up? Really, if you don't like your job, quit. Stop being a little baby about things. Be mature about things. Say, you know what? I got into trouble because I don't have my brain in the right place. I screw up tremendously. I'm fed up and I got, there's issues and whatever else. Take those issues up with your supervisors. Get the damn thing fixed. Don't take it out on the consumers. Don't take it out on the public. Not their fault. They didn't do anything to hurt you. Seriously. You know, there used to be an old saying that uh, bosses used to tell their workers, you have any personal problems, you leave it at the door before you walk into this office. That's what needs to be done, ladies and gentlemen. Or if there's problems in the office, discuss it with your supervisors. Don't take it out on the public. It's not right. You wouldn't want it done to you. So now I escalated the complaint because after I already spoke to the supervisors, now I went to the local congressman's office, filed my complaint, and then we take it from there. Seriously. And the other thing is, like I'm fighting with my uh, primary healthcare coverage agency. They really screwed up, and I've been fighting for a few months with them, and um the healthcare coverage agency even they sent my complaint over to a uh, a federal contractor that's here in the state to review the case and to make a final decision. Now, I've sent every single solitary paperwork. I keep paperwork work like you wouldn't believe. That I actually have paperwork from like 10, 20 years ago, even. And people say to me, why do you do that? Because of situations like this. Because you have more morons than you have intelligent people. And it's sad, but it's the truth. So now, this independent contractor from a federal level is reviewing all this paperwork uh, and my primary health insurance company are making themselves look gigantically worse than ever. You want to make yourself look gigantic, gigantically worse? Bad. That's on you, not me. So you're approving my case, and you'll have a higher brass up your ass so far, you won't know what the hell hit you when their wrath comes down on you. Now, when the wrath comes down, is it most likely going to be in my favor? Yeah. Will my insurance have to fix their screw ups? Hell yeah. And will it be that the higher breast is going to come down so hard on them that they're going to be that my insurance is going to be in big trouble? I don't know about that. I think that the see my thing is real professionals try to resolve things peacefully first, and if the other party or either party doesn't obey by the rules and regulations after, like, let's say, 30 days or 60 days or whatever the case may be, they give them a proper amount of time to rectify the situation. And if they don't, then, then they get their asses handed to them on a silver platter. But it's just, um, really, they put the consumers through this garbage that's unnecessary. It's the truth. Just to procrastinate things to try to get the consumers to be upset that the consumers would screw up or leave or whatever. It's pure nonsense. No need to go down that route. Seriously. And the companies are just, yeah, the companies will be just like, well, you know what? If you're going to fight us, we're going to do this to you. We're going to do that, and we're going to be stubborn little babies. Go, goo, 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 ga, 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 ga. Why? There's no need for the nonsense. No need for it. Act maturely and professionally. That's the way you get things done. No need for the nonsense. No need for it. And now let's get right into the second topic, being neat, clean, and organized, which means putting things back where and how you found them when you're done using them at all times helps personally as well as professionally. You know, for the most part, for the majority, it's always important to be neat and clean because I don't know many people out there who love to have bugs on them. You know, when you when things are neat and clean, they're tidy, um, less chance of having bugs then, and people get attracted to that. You know, you draw more, um, you draw more good attraction of people than negative. Nobody wants to see a mess all over the damn place. Seriously, that causes bugs. It causes other problems such as you can't find things that you're looking for, right? You know, I understand things happen from time to time, meaning once in a blue moon, okay? But if you, in a majority sense, keep things neat, clean, and organized, in the majority sense, you'll have less problems. But when you have people who go around saying, I don't give an F, I don't give an F, I don't care, in the majority sense, you're gonna have more problems. And you have nobody else to blame but yourself. Okay? And like like I said before, some once in a blue moon things happen. But if in a majority sense, if you're the type that throws everything all over the place, you know, put things here and there and everywhere else all the time, you're gonna have more problems. You're not gonna be able to find the things you're looking for. You're gonna lose more stuff, and that that hurts you personally as well as professionally. If you're a mess all over the place, you're not gonna have a smooth running business, okay? And you don't want that. But if you're the type of person in a majority sense who put things back where and how you found them when you're done using them, when you're neat and clean and organized in a majority sense, the odds of you not being able to find the things you're looking for, or the odds of you misplacing things are slim to none. And when you make a habit in your personal life, it will lead right into your professional life, in which if if you make it a habit in your personal life of being neat and clean and organized, again, which means putting things back where and how you found them when you're done using it, things will go smoother. And that will lead you to going into your professional life doing the same thing of keeping things neat, clean, and organized. And you'll have a smooth running ship then. But like I said, once in a blue moon, things do happen, which is understandable. So, but anyway, I'm running a little bit over time. So, really quick, I just want to remind everybody about my business, my website, which is Advocate Information Highway. And the link to there is awldny.com. That's A like apple, W like wind, L like lollipop, D like David, and Y like in the state of New York.com, in which you can check out all 5 pages on there, in which on the home page of the website, which is the first page, you'll see the 2 links in which to each show that I host here on Spreaker.com. Uh, my first show, which is Equality and Rights for All, which is scheduled for Thursdays. I'm still working on the time frame for that. You'll see the link for that show, in which you can listen to all of my episodes for that show. And also for this show, Disabled Reality, which is scheduled for Fridays, and I'm still working on setting a time frame for this show as well, in which you'll also see the link for this show. And if you click on the link for this show, you can listen to all of my episodes for this show that I host here on Spreaker.com as well. Also, on the homepage of the website, you'll see the links to my 10 internet newspapers. You'll see the links to where you can follow me on social media, and you'll see the 3 links to the 3 business pages on Facebook, and in which the first link to the first business page on Facebook is to Advocate Information Highway. The second link to the second business page on Facebook is to Advocate Information Highway Express. And the third link to the third business page on Facebook is to uh, oddsandends.com, the business page of oddsandends.com that's on Facebook. And you'll also on the homepage of the website, you will see the spot to where you can put in your email address and subscribe to my website. And under that, you'll see the contact us, in which if you uh, if you want to email us, you can. And on the second page of the website is a supports page, in which you'll see the list of all the businesses and organizations that Advocate Information Highway supports. The third page is the administration page, and that's self-explanatory right there. Fourth page is to the store page, in which you'll see 3 links on there. And actually, I have to correct myself. You'll see 3 sections on there, in which in the first section you'll see the link to my internet store on Zazzle.com, in which I designed a lot of products and they're up for sale on there. In the second section, you'll see the link to my author's page on Amazon.com, in which you can purchase both books that I wrote on there. The other links that you'll see in the second section is if you want to take a sneak peek into both books that I wrote, you'll see the links to each book that I wrote, and you in which it'll bring you to the page where not only can you buy each book on each page, but you'll see a spot to where you can take a sneak peek into each book as well. So you'll see those links on there too. And in the third section, you'll see the link to the website that my husband and I have together called oddsandends.com, and you can purchase a lot of our products on there as well. And the fifth and final page of my website is the blog page, in which you guys can read up on all the blog posts that I place on there. So I just want to thank all my fans out there. Thank you guys so much for listening in. And I hope to speak to everybody again next week, next Thursday, which is October 17th for Equality and Rights for All, and next Friday, which is October 18th for this show, Disabled Reality. And so with that, take care, everybody. Bye.